When I first come across this thing called Qi Men Dun Jia, I don't believe such kind of thing can help me. But apparently, I was very down in my years of business, in my relationship, and many other things that along the way where every of us will encounter. And it have come to a stage whereby along the 20 plus years of my roller coaster ride in my life, I was so tired that I want to make a change. And because knowing I want to make a change but don't know what to do, and using hard work, using commitment, using sweat and tears to make sure that I get the things done, but it still doesn't work. So one fine day is that I come across this particular introduction about this Qi Men Dun Jia, and it was being introduced, and I don't believe it at the point of time. And I actually seek a consultation. I don't believe it, but I seek a consultation, whereby it's totally ridiculous. And I don't believe all these things is able to help me at all. So, but I still do a consultation. That means I go and seek for a consultation. It was about coming to $500 for a section. And during the section itself, it was so interesting. My jaw was actually dropped, literally dropped, because the person that reads my chart itself using my birthday and time, the person is able to see my past, my present, and my future exactly on the dot. Even I never tell people that I have some problem in my leg. The master also can tell me that I have a problem in my leg. It was quite amazing. And the kind of roller coaster ride I've been through, the person, the master themselves, they also able to tell me about it. And after the section, which lasts about 3 hours, my thought about this metaphysics or Qi Men Dun Jia opened up a little bit. And then eventually I started to venture into it, learn this particular industry, learn this skill. And in the very beginning, it wasn't very fantastic. Why it's not fantastic? Because my skill was not very good. I was one of the most not so great student. But along the way, in the 2 years itself, I wanted to continue to learn and venture into this kind of things, you see. But it's not easy for me because maybe my caliber is not very great. And because of that, it took me about 2 years to complete. Even understanding the basic, normal people, they will take 2 to 3 days to complete the lesson. But whether they believe or even able to digest the information, that's another story. But it took me about 2 years to really understand. My notes about Qi Men Dun Jia, I literally throw them away in the dustbin for many rounds, and I pick them up again. And eventually, I started to realize the gist of the whole thing, and started to use it in my life, in my business, in my relationship, and things start to improve bit by bit. It's not skyrocket, it's bit by bit. I learned the techniques, I learned the in and out, I learned beyond Qi Men Dun Jia to have a better relationship, to create a better business, and eventually things start to see very, very rosy, and relationship get better, business get better, sales get better. And from there on, I never turned my back. I never looked back at all. And from there, I realized that this is a very powerful tool, and I go further into it and learn more than this normal person. I went through many, many different syllabus from different masters in different countries, and eventually I discovered many things, but most of them are not useful. And I come back into Singapore again and realized that most of the things are not good. Then I started to formulate my own formula. I take out those things which are not important, they are useless, and compound things that are important. And along the way, during the years of research and going through a lot of theories and concepts and doing practical studies with people, I discovered many things that a lot of people do not understand, or they even don't know that this is other things that's happening. So I tweak and adjust the whole thing, so much so that until today, I dare to say that my accuracy using Qi Men Dun Jia to help people, minimally 70-80%, can be up to 90% or more, depending on what sector we are talking about. So Qi Men Dun Jia, there are 2 sectors. One is the divination, one is the destiny reading. There's also things related to date selection and also feng shui audit. But I focus more into divination and destiny reading. Date selection, when it's needed, I will use. Feng shui audit, when it's needed, I will use. So I'm able to understand the person inside out. When looking at the person's chart, I'm able to see and know what kind of life they are going through. So it's something that It's very interesting because once we're able to understand our life, we are able to know what path is the best for them, what path will be the optimum path for them to create their life path so that they can yield better result and spend less energy into it. Imagine if you go into certain things that after a while, 1 year, 2 years down the road, it go down the drain. Yes, that's what happened to me last time many times. I believe that it happened to many people also. But the thing is, we can predict what's going to happen next time. So we can cut them off. We can reduce the chance. There's no such thing as 100%. But if you're able to have 8 out of 10 correct out of our life decision, most of the time, our life will be going uptrend rather than going downtrend. And remember, it takes one major problem or setback to hit us and make our life goes down just like that. So we are able to reduce the chances of such things going to happen. This is something whereby I'm very proud to say that a lot of my students, when they learn Qi Men Dun Jia from me, they're able to use this skill to better their life, to make better decisions, to filter out those people who are not sincere or not genuine, and then eventually go to a job that they like to do, work with a company that is got potential, and work with a leader or boss that is good. And of course, to do business is good also, and relationship, we are able to use Qi Men Dun Jia to create a better relationship compared to last time. Why people behave in such a way when in terms of relationship? Using Qi Men Dun Jia, we are able to see the nitty-gritty and the real source of it, the real problem of why and how people behave. And once you understand the whole concept itself, we are able to adjust ourselves. Adjust not just ourselves, adjust environment, adjust the expectation, and eventually things will get better. You see, so it's very difficult for me to explain long because the whole process, it takes a lot of understanding, not just about knowledge, but going through the process itself, then you understand what I mean. That's why my course actually is not a 2-day, 3-day course. It's quite long. So in a way that I also choose who are the people that I want to teach. So those who have the affinity to be taught by me and they are able to commit their time and the skill and their energy, they'll be able to excel in their life. That one I can promise. But whether you are the one, we shall see. One day, if you have the affinity, maybe one day we're able to meet and have coffee and discuss about it. Thank you for watching this video.